Good evening. We are now about 10 hours into jury deliberations in the Jeremy Washington trial.
He is accused of hitting and killing Bishop Dwenger student Haley Nelum in March of last year. News Channel 15's Sara Wagner is covering this case. She joins us live from the Allen County Courthouse with the very latest on the trial. Sarah?
Things got started here at the courthouse just after 9 this morning with closing arguments. As you can imagine, it's been an incredibly long and emotional day for the families and everyone involved in this case as they anxiously await a verdict. The jury started their deliberations around 12:45 this afternoon. We've seen both the prosecution and defense come back into the courtroom several times since. We're told that's just so the jury can ask clarifying questions. Just about an hour ago, they asked the judge and counsel to clarify how the state defines duress in a case, which could apply to 2 of the charges. The defense is trying to claim Washington was under duress when he ran the red light because he says he was being chased by the other men. You have to remember, this 12-person jury has to make a decision on 11 different charges. 3 counts of attempted murder are related to a shooting that happened at a bar just minutes before Washington reportedly fled the scene and ran into Haley Nelum's car. Prosecutors started closing arguments before an absolutely packed courtroom this morning. They talked about how Washington fired several shots that night, hurting Chad Jackson, and how the one final shot was his car killing Haley. A major question throughout the trial is whether or not Washington acted in self-defense. The prosecution pointed out that every piece of physical evidence proves Washington was the only person with a gun that night. Washington's attorney started crying several times throughout her presentation, asking the jury to not find him guilty on the charges associated with the shooting. When referencing the crash, she said, quote, "Her body was broken, and we pray that she didn't suffer, and that's the most tragic ending that anyone can imagine." But then she pleaded with the jury to, quote, "make this decision based on the evidence and not on the tragedy on her lost life." There's no word yet on how long the jurors could deliberate tonight. Of course, we'll bring you the verdict as soon as we have it and have the latest information for you on Wayne.com and First News starting at 5 a.m. Reporting live outside the Allen County Courthouse, Sara Wagner, News Channel 15.